to Jonathan Taylor. Huge hole. He's at the 30. He's going to go. 10, 5, touchdown. Jonathan Taylor made a man miss the line of scrimmage and then runs it into Pater for a one-handed INT. Are you kidding me? Kenny Moore.
What a play by Nyheim Hines.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Bring the Juice Colts podcast. So, first off, just want to say thank you to everyone that has been subscribing. We are so close to 7,000 subscribers. First off, just want to say thank you to all of you. Really appreciate all the support and everything that you guys have done for us over these last few months, especially. Made this off season very fun for us, and we really appreciate it. So, let's talk a little bit, guys. I mean, this week, Colts had a little bit of the mini camps this week so far. You know, a couple different practices here and there. And, you know, they had the rookie camp last week. And, you know, we kind of already talked a little bit about that, how Kylan Granson was really balling out and things like that. But, I mean, we'll state the obvious first. We'll kind of talk about – we're going to talk a little bit about what the media has been asking some of the players. We're going to talk a little bit about what some of the players have been saying, look at what some of the videos have been saying. I mean, first thing we can take a look at is the videos, at least from the videos that we've gathered from the Indianapolis Colts social media pages. They let out a couple of clips of, you know, a couple guys working at camps and whatnot. So first things first, I mean, people wanted to talk a lot about Carson Wentz and how he wasn't there for the first couple days. Yeah, he apparently came down with a flu or cold or something, you know, something that just kind of had him under the weather for a couple days. You know, it's nothing too crazy. It's not COVID related, thankfully. So ultimately, I think he's good. He did come back on Wednesday. Not sure when Cody's going to get this up. I think he's going to get it up the same day I'm recording this, which is Wednesday. But in case he happens to get this up Thursday, then, yeah, he came back Wednesday. Came back Wednesday, making some good throws here and there. And it's been great to hear the receivers saying that they're really happy to have him in here. He's been making some good throws. He's been a good guy in the locker room, whatnot. So that's great to hear from everybody saying that, you know, they have his back and he's been doing really well. So that's really good to hear from that. Other news, you know, Jonathan Taylor was asked about Marlon Mack being back and said how excited he was because he was talking about how, you know, last year it looked like Marlon Mack was going to go off before the season started and then had that Achilles problem. So ultimately, you know, it's pretty simple. He's excited to have Marlon Mack back, and we're all excited for him to be back as well. And then we talked a little bit about the wide receiver group. And I think what was the biggest story of the entirety of the clips that came out were Paris Campbell. Right? Everybody's kind of been asking, you know, how's Paris Campbell? How's he doing this? How's he doing that? Well, based off of the cameras and what we're showing in his routes, boy looks pretty dang good right now. I'm going to be honest. I saw that clip of him making that strong cut and being able to make that get that speed off the cut too. And I got to be honest, that got me excited. I know it's just one route, but my goodness, that looks really nice to see. And to add fuel to the fire there, the team doctors or the doctors that were working on Paris said that he's 100% as of last week. So last week he was 100%. He's good to go, no limitations. Boy is free to play and practice as he pleases. And thankfully now that was perfect timing. He's getting the chance to catch some balls with Carson Wentz. He said he's gotten to do quite a bit of that before the camps even started. And I mean, it looks really good to see Paris Campbell out there, you know, running around and making some good catches. It's good. And running those routes. Really good to see. So, you know, great thing there. We saw a lot of the Kwity Paye action and everything that was going on there. He looks really fast. Darius Leonard was asked quite a bit about players and whatnot and says, you know, Kwity Paye reminds him a lot of a DeForest Buckner in the sense that, you know, off the field, he's kind of shy, really doesn't like to talk a whole lot. It's not something that you would normally expect. And then when he gets on the field, the switch flips. I mean, it really does. It goes from the shy guy to just wanting to run over and run through everyone. So, it's kind of a lot of those guys on this team, to be honest. And he's brought up a good comparison with DeForest Buckner. Buckner's not a extremely outgoing human being outside of the field, but when he's on the field, I mean, it's one objective only, and that's to run through people. And Leonard mentioned how it's about that dog mentality, right? Guys don't want to go out there and be dogs. And he said Kwity Paye certainly has that in him, which is great to hear. And then Darius and Braden Smith were asked about their contract extensions. There's really not much to go with on this. I mean, Darius said, he knows what he's worth and what he deserves and all that. We've been hearing the magic number of $18 million a year. That's been the magic number been floating around about how much per year he's going to get. But we'll have to see what happens. You never know what exactly those details are. They said they expect them to get that contract done specifically within the next couple weeks. And then Braden Smith, the right tackle for the Indianapolis Colts, also was asked about his contract extension and said, well, it's more of his agent's thing. Like, that's what he gets paid for. I get paid to play football. So he's letting his agent take care of that. Again, I don't know what the figure is going to look on that, but, I mean, Braden Smith's also going to get a pretty friendly deal, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, he was one of the better tackles in the league last year, and he's continuously just gotten better and better. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all we got right now through minicamp news and everything else going on. So, nothing too crazy, stuff we kind of already expected. But then again, it was really good to see the wide receivers, especially Paris Campbell, out there moving around, doing what they need to be doing. Carson Wentz finally out there getting some throwing in with the wide receivers at camp, things like that. So not a whole lot more to discuss, but we will definitely get some more to you guys when we get the chance. Look for an interview, guys, to be coming here shortly. Supposedly have somebody coming onto the podcast here very soon. We certainly hope so. And I'm excited for it. And hopefully we get some more. Colts PR is going to help us out too, apparently, if we go through them a little bit as well. So we're hoping that relationship helps lead to some more interviews this offseason, which would be great. I would be very excited for that if Colts PR can help us out. But thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think when it comes to the mini camp. What are you guys looking for specifically? And as always, go Colts.